ask Dr. Askari Yazdi at the moment to actually give his speech. I remember again, Dr. Askari Yazdi is Assistant Professor of University of Tehran and the head of the Faculty of Education and Islamic Thought. Dr. Askari Yazdi, the floor is yours, please.
Salamun alaikum. Hello, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Dr. Askari Yazdi, just before you begin, I wanted to ask our friends, the Iranian or American participants, if they have any question, as we are actually going to be in the ending part of that conference. So I would like to ask our friends if they have any question to ask for our American or Iranian academic speakers. So please, you can write them in the chat part, or you can ask them directly. So I'm sorry, Dr. Askari Yazdi, please go ahead and continue.
As you know, this lecture is about law and friendship as the essence and end of theology from the perspective of Islam. I hope that most of the important aspects of it could be covered within this lecture time. One of the most important questions that every thoughtful person asks is, what were we created for? And what is the purpose of creation of human beings? First of all, it is worthwhile to examine what is the purpose of human creation. Undoubtedly, every wise person who does something has a goal for it. God Almighty, due to his wise, has created the universe and man within a purpose. The Holy Quran says that God did not create this world vain, that is, without purpose. Let's see what is the purpose of human creation. God is an infinite being and has all attribute perfections. One of the attributes of God is grace and bounty, and creation is the grace of God. So God created because it is bounty of God. That is, the purpose of and reason of creation is in his bounty. Since we believe that the essential attributes of God are not outside of his essence, we can say that the purpose of creation is the essence of God. That is, the purpose of creation is absolute and infinite perfection. The Holy Quran says, and we did not create the mankind except to worship. The purpose of human creation is worship. What is the worship? In the view of Islam, worship is an act that is performed with the intention of approaching God. And it is clear that approaching God means manifesting God's attributes in oneself. That is, the more man possesses the attributes of divine perfection and lacks the attributes of imperfection and vice, the more God-like he is, and the closer he to God. Now I want to ask the question, what is the purpose and function of religion and theology? Certainly, the main purpose and function of religion is to guide and direct man toward the goal of creation, which is absolute perfection. In other words, religion wants to show the way of human happiness to man, and human happiness is in moving toward the goal of the creation. That is, moving towards divine perfection and becoming like God. That is, having the attributes of God. I would like to draw your attention to this point, since the most permanent attribute of God is love and kindness to all creature, especially to human beings, including believers and non-believers, and even sinners. Then the purpose of religion and theology will be primarily the development and expansion of love and kindness among the human being. In the Holy Quran, God emphasizes the attribute of his mercy and love to the mankind more than any other his attribute. In the Holy Quran, God mentioned the law of his creatures more than 40 times, and 113 of 114 chapter of Quran begin with the attribute of God's kindness. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, most compassionate. Let's summarize briefly what I have looked at. If it is the case that the purpose of human creation is to move towards absolute perfection and to become God-like, it means that one should have more of the attributes of God. And the purpose and function of religion is to show this path. Since the most obvious attribute of God is love and friendship, therefore, the goal of religion and theology in its most obvious aspect will be nothing but friendship and affection. If there is love and affection for human beings, then the goal of theology and religion has been achieved. Thank you for attention, and thank you for your time. I talk briefly because happened some problem with my voice, so I don't like to continue more than this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Askari Yazdi. It was a good pleasure for me and all of us to have you.